Have we seen the bottom of the real estate market here in the Greater Toronto Area again? Well, for now, it may be safe to say we have, as we are starting to see some price growth again across the city. Hey there, I'm Matt Sloan, and I'm a realtor here in the Greater Toronto Area. And if I could ask a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot, as I'm really working on growing my new YouTube channel. And also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Now, let's dive into the numbers a little deeper to see what has been happening to start the year off, and more specifically, the month of February here in the Greater Toronto Area real estate market. All right, so for our monthly updates, I like to pull up these couple charts here that really paint a picture and show the story here of the real estate market across the GTA. So starting off with a dot chart here that my brokerage here at Royal LePage this year puts together. I love this one because it really shows the ebbs and flows over the past 4 years. So it starts at November 2019 all the way to February 2024. And what I like to do, which is pretty cool to see how things have evolved over the last 4 years, is take a line starting at this first dot here in November 2019 and draw a straight line all the way up to February 2024, and we can really see the growth of the market and average sale price across the GTA over the last 4 years. Now, obviously, we've had some ebbs and flows throughout those 4 years, but we've also had three major things that have happened throughout those last 4 years to impact the market. One being COVID, two being record low interest rates, and then three being this, we'll call it interest rate correction here that we've seen most recently. And we can really see, as we look at the peaks and valleys throughout the last 4 years, where things have been impacted. But ultimately, if none of that really ever happened, we're kind of sitting where we should be right now. And that's about since 2019, November 2019, we're seeing about a $250,000 increase in average sale price. So that's pretty cool. If you bought around that time 4 years ago, 3.5, even 3 years ago, you're looking pretty good right now. So as long as you didn't buy, in 21, mid 21 to mid 22, you're actually sitting pretty healthy in the home you're at right now. And then hopefully, if you did buy in that 21, 22 time, you're not even thinking about selling right now. So you know what? Hold on a little longer, and you know what? Things will even out hopefully in a few more years here. The other thing I wanted to point out that this graph shows is the January lows. So we can see here we've had a little spike this past month from January to February, but looking back on previous years, we see that dip in December, January months, and then taking a little spike starting in the February, March, April, May, June months. And so that tells me that we're trending towards a typical real estate market right now. And, you're going to hear that things are getting crazy, prices are going back up, which they are. But you know what? It's actually just a typical real estate market right now. And we'll dive into a couple other numbers to show why that is or what may impact that going forward. But this chart kind of shows and paints that picture a little bit better for you. Next, just to dive into the numbers a little bit, over this past month here in the Greater Toronto Area, we've seen an average sale price of $1,073,000, and we have not seen much change in that average sale price year to date. Moving over to the number of sales, we've definitely seen a increase in number of sales, sitting at 9,817, a 24% increase. So consumers are out there, people are buying homes again, people are getting active. It is happening, and we can see that in the number of sales for the month of February there. And then also days on market is actually come down a little bit since January, but year to date it is up a little bit. But since January we were sitting at 37 days on market, and now average price is 30 days on market. Again, this will vary depending on your home type, your market, your area, and your price point. So if you want to get a little bit more information on your home specifically and your market specifically, let me know and we can dive into that a little deeper. The next thing on this page, which is really important, is this month of inventory. You can see that big red number there at 1.98, basically 2 months of inventory. That's trending towards a seller's market or in a seller's market. Again, this will vary on your home type and in your area. Some areas across the GTA are experiencing 1 month of inventory, even a little less, and some areas are up more around that 3 month, depending on the product, depending on the area that you're in. So very important to know the months of inventory. That will really determine, the demand that we're seeing for your home type. Next up, this monthly sales data. I love this because this really breaks down everything over the past 13 months, because it also shows the last February, so February 23. And the numbers I really like to look at here, and the trend I like to look at here, is the months of inventory, as I mentioned. As you can see, last year in the spring, the months of inventory were down around 1.3 months of inventory. And we saw and we remember what happened to the market last spring with prices going up and the market getting a little bit more competitive. And we are trending towards that again. And if you look at the past 3 months, we went from all the way from 4 months of inventory in October to 2 months in January, or 2.39 months in January, down to 1.98 months of inventory in February here. So that's months of inventory. Again, just in case I didn't mention it, is taking the active listings on the market divided by the number of sales that we've had, and it gives you the number here. And essentially, if no more homes were to come on the market and we were just kind of stopped, no more for sale signs, it would actually only take 1.98 months to get rid of all of the inventory. So again, not that much inventory on the market right now, but it's hovering around at least 2, and we're not too low just yet. This last slide here, this really breaks down just the month of February, so we can see how this past month, February, has acted compared to the last 6 months, or the last 6 Februarys, and we can take a look to see, again, how many sales we've had compared to years past, how many active listings compared to years past, and the average price in months of inventory. Something that is good to see here, even though the months of inventory is trending lower, if you look at the active listings, they are up there right now compared to years past February. So we are sitting at just over 11,000 active listings. Again, that shows at least things are coming on the market, and at least there is inventory out there. Even though it is on the lower end and it is trending towards a seller's market, we do have some inventory out there. So again, really depends on your area, your home type, and your price point. The other thing to note, that even though we have been seeing lots of the sales, we haven't seen a huge average price growth. It has increased a little bit, but not too much. And that really tells me that a lot of the sales that have been going on have been around that 800,000 to 1.3 price point. So if you do have a home, or you are looking to buy a home within that price point, it will be a little bit more competitive compared to that 1.5, 2 million plus price range. So again, if you have any questions about an area that you're looking into, a home type that you're looking into, or an area that you're thinking about selling in, let me know, and I can dive into what's actually happening in your micro market to tell you the months of inventory there. Anyways, I hope this is giving you a little bit more insight onto what's actually been going on within the market to start off the year here in the Greater Toronto Area. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we'll see you next month.